all in one place. The ever-efficient Accord, only from Honda.
All we know, all in one place. The Accord from Honda.
Choose from hundreds of hotels on Expedia and get a free night.
Storm Stories, weekends at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now you're local on the 8s.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, slight chance of a thunderstorm. Warm, high 84. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. For tonight, windy with partly cloudy skies. Low 65. Winds south-southwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. On Wednesday, mostly sunny skies with gusty winds. Very warm, high 87. Our week ahead. Traffic congestion for our area.
Day 10, week number 2, Vortex 2. We've heard some fancy words, haven't we? Vortex on its own, tornado genesis. But the key word to the Vortex 2 team out there is patience. We'll find out how theirs is wearing with the lack of tornadoes coming up. Right now, let's check on the nation's weather, which promises record heat in the plains and some pretty chilly readings in the east, doesn't it, guys?
Absolutely does. And I have to say, for the Vortex 2 team out there, the initial craziness, I know Mike was even sick for a couple days. They're probably nice to have 1 or 2 days off, and then you start getting bored.
Yeah, they're probably catching up on a lot of stretching activities after all that riding across the plains over the past couple of days. But hey, you know what? Let's start with our major headlines. And this morning, you're bundled up across the Northeast, at least for the next hour or so. That's it, though. Yes,
we have some wonderful warm air coming in, but Kevin, I know you've got more on those specifics of the hot stuff.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, indeed. You know what? This morning, Bradford, PA, all the way down into the 20s. You were back into the 30s once again. In Buffalo, you were also back into the 30s in places like Elmira, New York, and Syracuse. So, you know what? Yeah, it is chilly across the Northeast, but it's not extreme, though, and it's definitely not unheard of. Look at our average date for last freezes. Generally, we're talking about in most areas, it's towards the middle, if not late May. For example, Bradford, you were down to 28 this morning. No big surprise here. Our average last freeze date is about May 31st. So, yeah, we can still get some pretty chilly nights and mornings, even into, well, let's say the end of spring for a lot of us. But that's going to be a thing of the past here, because as we go through the next couple of days, our heights in the atmosphere are going to be increasing. Basically, it's a meteorologist's way of saying that, hey, we're going to warm up, and a significant warm-up is coming to a lot of us across the Northeast. So our high begins to drift off into the Atlantic. South and southwesterly winds return, and temperatures are going to soar starting today. How about tomorrow, though? Look at places like Pittsburgh and Syracuse. After being down in the 30s the past couple of mornings, we're talking about highs just a few degrees shy of 90. Even the big cities are going to enjoy some warmth, so we're going to go from below to way above over the next couple of days. Matter of fact, here's a look at a couple of temperature specifics for some cities across the Northeast as we head over the next couple of days now. Buffalo, for example, it's currently 37 degrees, but signs of warmer weather, that south wind at 7. By, let's say, between now and noon, temperatures warm about 15 to 20 degrees, Nicole.
And where we head off to Florida, we could actually be cooler in Florida as well than we are in some other parts of the Midwest, for example. So definitely the cloud cover, we have this system that continues, very easy to kind of pick out that spiraling in the atmosphere, but kicking up the winds, the rain, we're actually going to have a report coming up from Jacksonville Beach, and our own Mike Seidel will be there with us and give us that report. But as we continue off, Key West already 2 inches, and as I mentioned, that Jacksonville Beach look out there, well, look at that, just those waves churning. In some cases, we have the winds gusting easily into the 30 and even the 40-mile-per-hour range, and a lot of rain that has poured down. So we'll have that report coming up just at 40 past.